Hello, audience. My name is Dawson. His name is Justin.
Hello.
And today we're going to be recording episode 3 of Animation Saturdays. Now, this week is my week to pick. So I went with a classic movie that I feel like Justin just needs to watch because he hasn't.
I think I know what
And
this is about to be.
that movie, of course, is The Lion King.
Knew it.
Justin has never seen it. He's seen Lion King 1.5,
2.5.
2.5, whatever it was.
Only because I saw it in the class.
But he's never seen the classic The Lion King.
I just never cared.
Which is a movie that everybody just needs to see at least once, just to hear the music, to see Timon and Pumbaa, to see Nala and Simba, and the death of Mufasa. I mean, a spoiler alert. Mufasa dies, but it's just one of those movies that everybody needs to see as a kid, as an adult, and I felt like what better to do this week than The Lion King. So Justin, let's get right into it.
We could watch Looney Tunes back in action.
And we are back. So, we just got done watching The Lion King, and here is the synopsis. Lion Cub and future King Simba searches for his identity. His eagerness to please others and penchant for testing his boundaries sometimes gets him into trouble. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a weird summary, but I guess that kind of fits what the movie's about.
It fits like the first half of the movie.
Yeah, basically a future king.
Or like first third, actually.
Yeah, a cub, future king kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, Justin, I recommended it. I've already seen this like a dozen times. What did you think of The Lion King?
Honestly, I can see why it's a classic, but I didn't really care too much for it. Maybe it's because I didn't watch it as a child, but it just, I just didn't really. And might have also been just a struggle of trying to find it and going through like several different sites that I swore could have given my laptop cancer if I were on the sites for just like a second longer. But I can see why it's a classic, but I don't really care too much for it. That's just my whole thing. Sure, it had its good moments like every movie does, but it did nothing for me, pretty much. I know I could catch a lot of hate for that opinion, because this is heralded as like every child, every person needs to love this movie, but bleh.
Okay.
Bleh. And Dawson, since you are the master of animation movies, what is your thoughts?
When I look at this movie, I look at it as the way people look at Star Wars, and the way that people look at Snow White, or people look at Toy Story. It's a pioneering movie when it comes to digital and animated combined. It's a fantastic movie, fantastic story. I mean, this story has been done a lot. It's a father and son relationship.
This movie is literally a take on Hamlet, which is one of the oldest plays that people still like read.
Yeah.
So.
And this movie is actually not the very first lion movie about a son and a father. Years prior, another movie came out with pretty much almost the exact same story and art style, but Disney kind of took it and adapted it and made it into what we know today. But I've never seen the original movie that this was stolen from, but I think that the voice cast is amazing. I mean, one of my favorite voices in this entire movie is Scar's voice, who is Jeremy Irons. Do you know who that is?
Not really.
It's the new Alfred in Batman v Superman.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Slightly.
Well, if you guys know who the new Alfred is in Batman v Superman, then you know who Scar's voice actor is. Then we have the great James Earl Jones, voice of Darth Vader. He is Mufasa. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who is on Home Improvement. He's the voice of young Simba, and then Matthew Broderick, who we know from Inspector Gadget or from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He is the voice of adult Simba, and just so many great voice actors. I mean, Rowan Atkinson's in this movie, and he's the voice of Zazu. Who, if you don't know who Rowan Atkins is, he is Mr. Bean. He plays the bird, and then Whoopi Goldberg as Shenzi, who is the female hyena. I mean, there's so many great voice talents in this movie. I mean, Cheech from Cheech and Chong is in this movie. Nathan Lance, uh, Ernie Sabella, who's the voice of Pumbaa, which I love him so much. I mean, there's just so many great. Jim Cummings is in this movie, who is the voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, and he's the voice of Ed. I mean, it's just like so many great voice talents, and I can see why this movie is not for everybody. I mean, it's a musical, just like every Disney movie is. It's a father and son relationship. You know, it's kind of a coming to age movie that might not be for everybody. But I mean, I grew up with this movie. I had it on VHS when it first came out on VHS for me, at least. I had the clamshell version with the art, and it was just awesome. I watched it all the time, and it was just great revisiting it again. I mean, the music in this movie is just it's a story within itself. Just the music alone, it just tells the entire story. And the end fight with Scar and Simba was great. It was beautifully animated. I always wish that Scar would get what was coming to him and would finally be killed by Simba, but alas, he's just exiled from the whatever, what's it called, it
Was he
Pride
not
Rock. And
eaten?
I don't think it was Ian.
It
Who
looked
would
like
eat him?
the hyenas ate him.
I don't ever think that. Maybe Scar did get killed. I don't know, but I know that I wanted Simba to take him out.
Hmm.
Just as Scar did his father with no remorse. And I like the imagery in this movie. I mean, you kind of see, well, you don't kind of see. You see Scar hold on or grab onto Mufasa and look at him, and then the same at the end of the movie with Simba. I loved, hearing James Earl Jones ripping his voice ripping through the clouds when he's talking to Simba. Rafiki is great. Even though I remember as a kid him being in more of the movie, but I don't think he was really needed in much of the movie, besides at the little points to give words of wisdom
Hmm.
to Simba. But Rafiki was great. I mean, this movie to me it was a part of my childhood, and I loved it.
Maybe that's
And
why it just doesn't click for me because I didn't grow up with it. Like we grew up at the same time, pretty much, but what we watched as kids were almost completely different, and
yeah,
it's just since I just missed the whole like Disney part of my childhood. I I guess this just misses the mark for me.
yeah, for me, it was one that I really wanted Justin to see, and he did, and that was pretty much it. I mean, my thoughts that I have on this movie are the thoughts that everybody has that loves this movie. It's just it's visually stunning. The music is great. The characters are awesome. The voice acting, the directors, the writers, everything about this movie just spits my childhood, and it just felt good to go back and revisit it. But Justin, can you give me your rating for The Lion King?
My rating is personally 100% my own, and it does not. It's it is not what most people would give it. I think I'm gonna give it like a 5.5 because it completely just missed the mark for me. I just don't love it. It was okay to me. It wasn't amazing. But yeah, what is your score, Dawson?
I mean, I'm not gonna go all nostalgic on it and give it a 10 because it's not a perfect 10 for me, but I'm gonna give it an 8. Because it just it's really good, but it's not a 10. Nostalgia would give it a 10, but it's an 8 in my opinion.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm being called for dinner right now, so I guess that's pretty much it for this video.
So yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, stick around for Recommendation Monday, which is just a couple days away, and we'll see y'all then.
Bye.